For me, it's really bizarre just how far this trend has actually gone, because to me, it just started off, or it was just a dumb line that was in the trailer that some people kind of ran with almost ironically. But as time gone on and we started seeing videos coming out of screenings for this movie, it seems like it's almost become a competition of just one-upsmanship, where people are trying to get more ridiculous, or audiences are trying to be a little bit more outlandish than the last audience or the last video that they saw, and going to the point where now you actually have people bringing a live chicken to a screening and understandably getting kicked out. But it's gone a lot worse than just being some disruptive audiences for movies, because it's gotten to the point now where some theater chains are actually threatening to kick people out, or even call the police on them. We've seen some videos of that going on, but this article from MovieWeb talked about theater chains in the UK and what they're actually doing to try to crack down on this sort of situation. Movie theaters react to a chaotic Minecraft movie audience as viral trend takes hold. Some screenings have been so disruptive that theaters have thrown audiences out. According to the BBC, Cineworld Theatre in Oxfordshire, England, has issued a warning to audiences against following the Minecraft trend. Otherwise, they will be removed without a refund. Any form of antisocial behavior, especially anything that may disturb other guests, such as loud screaming, clapping, and shouting, will not be tolerated. Read the official notice. Anyone who is found to be acting in this manner will be removed from the screenings and not entitled to a refund. Now, I'm wondering how far this actually goes, because just in regular movie screenings, every once in a while, you'll see people who are on their phones, or they're talking with people loudly throughout the movie. And are they going to be kicking these people out? Because I'm sure a lot of us would probably say that, yeah, these people should be kicked out. In some of these Minecraft screenings and some of the videos that we saw, like if you bring a live chicken in, yes, I'm sure you probably should be kicked out just for the safety of the bird itself. I mean, what are you going to do? Just like stuff it underneath your chair for the rest of the movie and continue watching? Like, no, you probably should be kicked out for something like that. Just like I think someone should be kicked out if they're on their phone or whatever, doing something like that, otherwise disruptive throughout it. I don't know if it's going to go that far, if they're just targeting Minecraft particularly because of just how far it's actually gone with some of these trends. The English cinema chain's Reel has also issued a similar statement via People, warning audiences against antisocial behavior during screenings. I think that's being a little hyperbolic to say it's antisocial behavior. In fact, a lot of people seem like they're being very sociable during these screenings, but I don't know. That's just my opinion, I guess. To ensure everyone has the best possible cinema experience, we're increasing our monitoring of screens during performances. Read Reel's warning. So far, it is predominantly UK theaters that have issued warnings against following the trend, but theaters across the world have been the backdrop of viral videos showing audiences losing their minds during screenings of a Minecraft movie. Yeah, and I think it's pretty safe to say that that's been a pretty popular trend going on right now, which I think is going to help propel this movie. I don't know what it's going to be making during its second weekend, but it looks like it's actually been performing pretty well throughout the week. And if that's the case, then it might have a strong box office hold during its second weekend. And if that's the case, then it might because that's pretty much what this movie needs in order to hit the $1 billion mark. I mean, they have a really good start during their opening weekend, but they still need to have a pretty strong hold at the box office in order to actually hit $1 billion. And if this trend kind of is something that gets people out the theaters again more and more often, well, then it's possible that this might actually be what would it be, the first $1 billion movie this year. And it's one that, even though I personally enjoyed it, I wouldn't say it's a good movie, but it just kind of, I wouldn't say captured lightning in a bottle, but it has some it factor to it, something that draws audiences and makes people want to watch it. I think it's just because they were respectful towards the fan base of Minecraft, and as a result, the fan base of Minecraft is showing up. Unfortunately, though, for regular moviegoers, the fan base of Minecraft could be a little chaotic in these situations. But one of the big keys from all this is they're talking about how it's about people being disruptive. Now, hypothetically speaking, what about if no one in the auditorium felt disrupted? Or what about if you just went to a theater to watch Minecraft, you didn't know what to expect, but you kind of are enjoying the audience reaction and the participation of the audience during your screening? Are you going to be upset about it? I mean, because if you weren't expecting it, and even if you're not personally participating, sometimes it is enjoyable to just be in that kind of atmosphere for a situation. I remember during a lot of the Avengers movies, you would get a lot of audience reactions. This article right here talks about other movies. Minions: The Rise of Gru. They had a lot of people reacting to certain meme material from that during screenings of Wicked. There was people singing along and dancing for that. That was also going on when Taylor Swift had her Eras Tour theater concert. People were treating it like an actual concert experience, and they were dancing and singing and stuff. So some movies, I would say, warrant a certain level of audience participation, and maybe this one's it. And if someone who goes to that screening doesn't want to have that kind of experience when they're going to it, like, well, what are you going to tell them? Are you going to be like, well, you should have known that when you came into this movie that that's going to be the reaction to it? It's like, I think there could be a middle ground to be had here for people who actually want to go to a lively crowd, and some people who just want to sit back and watch the movie with their kids and be done with it. These theaters are saying that we're going to take the opportunity to kick people out if they find them disruptive. Some chains, though, are taking, I'm going to say necessarily the opposite approach, but they're being a little bit more understanding that some people want to have this audience interaction. So they're going to try to placate those people as well. Cinema announces special Chicken Jockey Minecraft movie screenings to let fans scream and shout. Now, maybe it's not as fun for the people involved when you're basically given permission to do it, because I think a part of it is also you're not allowed to ordinarily react like that during a movie. So it's the element of people are doing it because you're not supposed to. I think there's some people who would just think it's less appealing when you're like, okay, this is an auditorium that you can do this in. But I think this is still probably the best solution to be had with all this, because you're giving people who want to have that interaction or that reaction their space to do so, and other people are having their own space. If you want to scream Chicken Jockey at the top of your lungs, you're in luck. One Cinema offering a special screening of a Minecraft movie so fans can go wild to an extent. And I think maybe they don't want people like throwing garbage bags full of popcorn around, because I've seen that stuff going on, and yeah, that's a little bit ridiculous. Everyone should have expected a Minecraft movie to be a hit. It's a film based on the biggest video game of all time. However, it's become a viral, semi-ironic phenomenon, with fans shouting at many of Jack Black's lines and cheering in theaters. Unfortunately, it's been getting out of hand. One Cinema issued a warning specifically addressing the Chicken Jockey scene, while another was forced to call the police after viewers trashed the screening with popcorn and soda. Now a Cinema is trying to capitalize on the trend with a special one-day event. I'm wondering if one day would be enough for this, or if they should just permanently, for certain movies like this that are expected to have a bunch of audience reaction to it, or a movie that comes out and it does have that audience engagement to it, if they should just be like, okay, we're already playing it in multiple auditoriums at this theater, so maybe one auditorium is for the lively crowd and the other auditorium is for the more muted crowd. I think that would be kind of a good fix for some movies, not all movies, but some movies like this that have that kind of engagement. Cineworld, a UK cinema chain, has announced Chicken Jockey screenings of a Minecraft movie. I like how they call it Chicken Jockey screenings. They'll be held on Sunday, April 18th, so you need to be quick if you haven't booked tickets. And customers are invited to dress up as their favorite Minecraft characters. Whoop, yelp, clap, and shout Chicken Jockey. The website reads, there are some rules we don't break, so here's the deal. Build excitement, absolutely, lol. With friends till you're rolling in the aisles, totally, but please don't go full creeper in the auditorium. It's kind of cringe when companies like this try to be like, how do you do, fellow kids? Be relatable or whatever, like go full creeper in the auditorium. So they don't want people to bomb the place and explode. I think that would go without saying in ordinary circumstances, but I don't know, maybe they felt the need to have to emphasize, like, you can't blow up the place. You can't commit acts of terrorism while watching Minecraft. Remember to leave the cinemas looking like a well-built base, not like it got griefed by a bunch of Endermen. No mess, please. This is just cringy how they're trying to word this. Just good, clean fun and enjoy it all in 4DX. Okay, so like I said, I think that's kind of a decent compromise. Maybe they should just have more showings for situations like this. But if but maybe this is going to be kind of a trend that's people had their fun with it and then it's going to die off. One thing I saw that kind of lends credibility to the idea that this trend's on its way out is this from the Tonight Show here, because we all know when companies like this get a hold of memes, that's pretty much when memes die. No, I didn't play them on.
The new Minister of Finance's chicken jockey? No, this is not true. No.
Yeah, so you get the idea. I don't know if this trend's gonna be around much longer, if this is what's going on with it. It's like your grandparent. It's like everyone abandoned Facebook once their parents and grandparents started getting their own Facebook profiles. Maybe that's going to be the thing with Chicken Jockey, or maybe it's going to stick around a little bit longer. Maybe it's going to be that thing that propels Minecraft to the first $1 billion movie of the year, or maybe it's going to have a steep drop off during its second weekend because everyone just kind of got it out of their system. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I guess we'll have to wait until the weekend's over before we have more of a answer on that. But let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Do you like the idea about having different auditoriums for different audiences? Do you think some audiences who want a more muted experience should just kind of expect a lively crowd? Or do you think people should just shut up and watch a movie no matter what they think about it? Comment below, let me know. And also, if you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date with the latest entertainment news. And don't forget to click that like button and share the video out there because it really helps out with the channel. Thank you.